all high-end features you expect on a motor coach of this price. And in the diesel pusher world, it is really a bargain for what you get. Over 9,000 pounds of carrying capacity on board.
What does that mean? You can carry lots of what?
That's not only stuff, hashtag stuff, that is, why don't you jump out for the crowd?
No, and break the other.
Hey everyone, Izzy from Endless RVing. Behind us is one of the most popular motorhomes on the market, one of the best bangs for the buck. It is a 2023 Ventana 4369. We're going to take you on a full exterior and interior tour. Before we start the tour of this beautiful motorhome, I want to thank the official sponsor of this video. It's going to be Liquid Spring. Now, if you don't have the funds, or if you don't want a diesel motorhome, you want a gas motorhome like we have, the suspension's really bad. However, Liquid Spring makes it ride like amazing. Like, we have our system now for almost 2 years. It drives like an absolute dream.
Not that I would recommend you do it, but you can drive with 2 fingers.
Absolutely.
With tractor trailers flying past you and you are not moving. It was really eye-opening to me.
For a lot less than it would cost to get
Yes.
to one of these guys.
Yes, what's great, so now this is going to be offered as a factory option on the following manufacturers: Tiffin on the open road, Rev, Holiday Rambler, and Fleetwood on most of their gas models, including the Bounder, Southwind, Invicta, and Admiral, Nexus on the Triumph, Rebel, and Wraith, and Phoenix Cruiser RVs.
Now, if it's not offered as a factory option, you can get it aftermarket, which is what we did on our Newmar. Like I said, we've had it for almost 2 years.
Yep.
You want to contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. Tell him that we sent you. Also, to ask him, when are you going to have your demo vehicle? Where are you going to have them so we can set up a free ride? Because once you drive it, then it's very hard to put into words. Just drive it, tell us what you think of it, tell Wayne what you think of it, and we'll go on from there. Yeah. So again, if you are not happy with the suspension on your motorhome, definitely check out Liquid Spring. So the Newmar Ventana 4369, the 4369 floor plan on the Dutch Star is the most popular in the whole Newmar line. However, the Dutch Star is significantly more expensive than this model. You get the same floor plan, a few less features in the Dutch Star, but you save a significant amount of money, and it's still an absolutely beautiful coach. And in the diesel pusher world, it is really a bargain for what you get. So let's start right up front, guys. Full body paint, all Newmars, in-house, BASF, Masterpiece finish. You're gonna get full body paint, some of the best in the industry. So looking at the front cap, you have the diamond shield up front. Behind here, and we'll show you when we finish up this tour, is an 8,000 kilowatt Cummins diesel generator. You probably hear the traffic is gonna be a lot louder than that generator that's going right now. Now look at the front windshield, automotive bonded, meaning you don't see the big giant gasket keeping this windshield in place. It gives you a lot of room going down the road, so you see taking in that road as you're traveling across the country. Also, when you're going to notice that sticker, it says Comfort Drive and the passive steer axle. So the Comfort Drive is exclusive to Newmar. They actually were the first ones to bring it to the market. Integra uses their Easy Steer now, which is kind of the same, but they came much later. The Comfort Drive, it keeps the steering wheel, always keeps it centered. So when you turn, it returns to center. When you're going down the highway and it's wind, it's going to give you the ability to stabilize that coach. It was one of the big selling features for Newmar that was really killing Integra until Integra came out with the Easy Steer. People just swear by it. We've driven them, they're absolutely awesome. The passive steer axle on the rear tag is going to allow you to have a much tighter turning radius, because this is a big coach, 43 feet 10 inches in length. You also notice up top you have a camera that is part of the 360 camera system. Safety going down the road. When you parked at a campground, you can see all around your coach. Now you have the bus style chromed out mirrors, which is a really nice option. Standard, it's not an option. Over here you have, again, part of your 360 camera system. This is the lane camera, so when you turn your right turn signal, this camera will turn on inside, shows you your blind spot. You can see how far up it is. So this whole area is going to be covered if there's a car. Now, a lot of the features of the Dutch Star as the years went on kind of trickle down to the Ventana. Some of those features, if you look above, you have the integrated gutter, so you don't see any gutter spouts. Everything is in the roof. Water comes down, it will spit down underneath. You don't get the streaking down the side of the motorhome. Another thing you're gonna notice, Girard awnings running the whole length of the coach, as well as awnings over the door and slide toppers. All high-end features you expect on a motor coach of this price. Keyless entry, always a nice option. This will light up at night. Your tire sizes, you're gonna have your Michelin tires, 315, 80, 22 and a half. Large tires will give you all the specs a little later on in the video. Now you have dual fuel on the diesel, 100 gallons of diesel fuel, 10 gallons of DEF on this unit. Another thing, 15,000 pounds of towing, and you have over 9,000 pounds of carrying capacity on board, which is for real.
What does that mean? You can carry lots of what?
That's not only stuff, hashtag stuff, that is hashtag a hell of a lot of stuff. So this is a 3-slide coach. You're gonna have 2 slides on the passenger side and then the super slide on the driver's side. So let's start over here in bay number 1. You're going to have a empty bay. Now you can option in on here if you want a Dometic refrigerator. Personally, what's your opinion? I like this.
I need more space.
Yeah, because you have such a large refrigerator inside. Right. I'll take the space. You could put a lot of stuff in there. Also, dual outlets. And you can see, we'll show you in the next bay, if you're new to Newmar, you might find this interesting. Next bay, let's show you. Full wall, I'm sorry, you have full slides here, full pass-through storage on these slide trays.
And we like the...
this is simple.
The manual.
I like the manual, guys.
Yeah.
I just been commenting to MJ, a lot of these are coming with electronic locks. I hate it because we've been on now, what, 3 different coaches in here that if you lose power, you cannot unlock the base.
Yeah, it's just so much easier.
Just give me the key and I'll latch it. Like, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Let me show you something else in here. You might be wondering, what is all this X steel? This is part of the Star Foundation, and that is exclusive to Newmar. Other companies do it, but theirs is called the Star. It's strong, true, and robust. Basically, they take the chassis, this is a Spartan chassis, and then in-house, they weld all different reinforcement, pushing everything out to support the weight of this coach. Now you have frameless windows throughout this. You also see there's more awnings for the windows, so there's frameless windows. There'll be a TV behind here. It's locked. I don't have the key for it, so we can't show you that. More pass-through storage. You can probably, I'm pretty certain, option in an additional slide-out tray on there. A couple things about Newmar. They do hung walls versus laminated walls. So the hung wall is a better wall for production-style motorhomes. It's going to cost a little bit more. The chance of delamination is almost nothing. Their frames, as far as the house, 16-inch on center aluminum framing. They use both residential type insulation as well as foam. What does that do? It keeps everything cool in the summer. It keeps everything warm in the winter. It also keeps sound out. I don't know if you can hear the background noise, but notice when we go inside how everything's going to be quiet. Regarding the slides, you can't really see it right now, but these slides are flush fit. So a lot of the other manufacturers, they'll have a big molding here. When it's going down the road, you're going to notice that it sticks out. This, when it's going down the road, it's going to be perfect. Like, you will not see any bulges coming out going down the road. And they use simple, just rubber seals. No air, none of that stuff. Is it fancy? No, it's not fancy, but it's simple and it works. Now let's go on to the next bay. Now you have 3 very large storage areas on this coach. And again, coming down from the Dutch Star, there's less fancy material on here. There's less flash. In exchange for that, you get much more carrying capacity. Next bay.
Always like that.
You have a little bit of room here, but what they do, they give you a pegboard. So if you want to carry tools, you can put it right there, always utilizing space. There's your passive tag axle. Let's go on to the rear. This is on the Spartan chassis, so Spartan is known. They put everything right here. So all your maintenance is right here. Here's your double chassis battery. And then you notice this over here. A lot of manufacturers don't do this. This is an egress door. What is an egress door? It is a way for you to give your spouse or significant other things to load into the RV. But more importantly, you know, a lot of people that own these RVs, they're older, they may not be as mobile, they might not be able to fit through a window for an emergency. Person could fit here. If you have some kind of fire, you need to get out, you open this door up, you could drop a ladder out, you're in and out very quickly. Now let's move on to the rear cap. Beautiful one-piece rear cap. Some of the things I like on here, guys. Number one, there's a ladder, which I'm not gonna take it off. You have to, just to show you, you have to take this out here, right? And then it's a 2-piece, so it unhooks. Another thing I like, I'm not gonna open it all, but there's nothing fancy here. There's not air release. To get to the rear engine, right here, you pull down, you pull this out, and this opens right up. You see all LED lighting in the back, double cameras, because you have your rear camera as well as the 360 camera system. Being that this is a Spartan chassis, it's set up for your air brakes. So if you want Air Force One for your tow vehicle, you have it. There's your 7-piece connector, 15,000 pounds on the tow hitch. One thing we don't like on this, well, whatever, I don't know why Newmar continues to do this on the Ventana.
Radiator.
rear mounted radiator. I don't like that. I'd much rather have the side mounted radiator. However, what do you get with without the side mounted radiator is that you
can keep more
storage.
stuff.
You get more storage, right? So these two bays here would be where the side mounted radiator is, but look, you have additional storage. Next bay, again, your 10 gallons of DEF. Here is a storage for your sewer slinky. There. Stinky slinky. Now, look at
Who came up with that?
That's Angie, I believe, from NARBC, yeah. So,
love Angie.
Here is your massive, massive full wall slide, and that's what really sets this apart. When you go inside, this full wall hydraulic slide really opens everything up inside. You're gonna have Girard awnings both on passenger and driver's side, slide toppers, window awnings, everything you want, everything you expect in a high-end coach you will have. Remember I told you about those electronic locks? This is one of the reasons why I hate this. For whatever reason, this will not unlock. This one here, there's an issue with it. We can't get to it, but that is where the Chinook, the Oasis system is. That's going to be hydronic heating. What is hydronic heating or hydronic system? It gives you endless hot water, controls your heating also, but both on diesel and on electric, very much like your residential home. Next bay, there is your power cord, and they're pretty long. We just ran one for another coach. It was probably, what, 40, 50 feet? No problem.
Quite
50
long.
amp coach, of course. Oh, I apologize. There is your Oasis.
Oops.
But that bay should open also.
Yes.
But there's your Oasis system. All right, next. The next three bays are just the other side of what we showed you. Just the driver's side. So we're gonna skip all these till we get to the battery bay. Now here are your house batteries, 400 amp hours standard. Those are lead acid batteries. Guys, when I say lead is dead, reading my hat, lead is dead.
It's on the back.
Lead is dead.
There you go, on this side.
Once you start getting to this price, a lot of times lithium's the way to go. And then right up front, all your controls here, you're also gonna have the release, manual release, to get to the front of the generator. And then you look right here, 8,000 kilowatt generator. You also have water if you need hot water. You also have air, chuck for air. So if you need to fill up your tires, you can do that also. Everything you need is right there. You can easily get in there to change whatever filters you need. So I'm finished up on the outside. MJ is now going to take you on the inside.
So before we go inside, just to avoid any questions, yes, I'm in a splint. I fell and I fractured part of my elbow. Izzy did not beat me up, don't worry. But that's what this is about. So if you follow us on social media, you probably know already.
I don't need to beat up MJ. She does it to herself.
Yeah,
she's very good at that.
It's really sad. Somebody left a comment when I posted this on social media and they said, you know, I'm so sorry to hear this from somebody who trips on air. And that's pretty much, I do.
If you notice a lot of our videos that we do, especially in the summer, MJ has bruises on her legs. She's like bruised everywhere. It's either the dog that has jumped on her.
We're playing around and I
or
get
she just runs into things.
I walk into things. I've walked into, you know, plate glass windows in the past.
Yeah, so anyway, let's go inside.
I digress. Okay, this thing is absolutely gorgeous.
Watch the screen door, don't walk into it.
All right, so as soon as you come in, you know, you're gonna have your step cover that comes out. So once the door is closed, you'll have that extra space there. You'll have the storage area, quite deep storage in the two steps there. This one, and then that goes quite deep. So if you have boots or things like that, it's a great place to keep them there. All right, so here's your cockpit here. I'm not sure if Izzy mentioned, but your lane mitigation right there. You have your rear cameras here. It's pretty basic, nothing
it's pretty sad,
super
actually.
fancy, you know what I mean? Your Spartan chassis, here's your equalizer system. Yeah, there's nothing like, whoa, like, you know, again, the Integras are starting to expand on the dash and things and really kind of modernize things. And under here you have a lot of control panels, so you're gonna have your slide controls, your security lights, you have your wine guard, your power control, everything. You can check how your batteries are doing. All right, so we like the light interior in here. It's really, really nice. You can see this is very common in Newmar here. A lot of people wonder how to clean these now. If you watch our friends Pierre and Laura at Blue Ox on the Run, subscribe to them if you don't. They did a quick little video and they showed Pierre trying to clean in between all the mirrors. All you have to do, and then Laurel comes along.
It's magnetic.
And of course I can't do it because I have one hand here. But
you just pull it magnetic.
There we go.
Right
and it pulls right off and you can clean those mirrors nice and easily. So cool little feature from Newmar. They do that on a lot of their models.
You know one thing we didn't do?
Well,
take our shoes off.
Somebody's gonna yell at us. We did get yelled at. It's okay. It's a little cold.
Not by the dealer. We got yelled at by
a viewer. Okay, here's your one slide, your carpeted slide all the way down. You have 2 recliners here with some cup holders there, a nice large center table. On all the drawers on this model, you'll see on the Ventanas, they are soft close. They're not dovetail though, so you can see they're not dovetail at this point yet, but you are getting the soft close. I'll show you a couple of these. I'm not going to open all of them, but it goes all the way down. A lot of good storage space in there.
It's carpeted also nice.
Yeah. They have, you know, the puck lights from the Baystar Sport up to the King Air. You're getting your puck lights. Beautiful ceiling trays on the Newmar, and as Newmar always does, which we love, is all those ducts and everything are hidden. Ducts, as he always makes fun of me.
Quack.
Ducts, quack, quack. No, they're ducts. So everything's hidden, so you're not seeing that. It's a really nice touch. Now over here, you're going to have a tri-fold sofa. Now, the furniture, Newmar has changed it up a little bit. Many of you have noticed that. It's not the high quality.
Not leather.
Yeah, it's not. It's a leather type,
leather.
I guess.
It's ultra leather.
Yeah, so it's a little different. You know, it's
ultra leather is the code name for plastic.
Right. So it has changed. So you have some storage in here, and up above that you have your sound bar for your TV, which is on a televator behind this couch. Large kitchen countertops, solid surface countertops, very nice. You have a true induction cooktop. There's 2 of them, 1 on each side. Those of you with Newmars, and probably some others too, these have to be put in exactly a certain way or they will not fit. It's like a puzzle. And then you have a double sink here. Izzy and I are not huge fans of the double sink, but a lot of people do like those. Really, really nice, classy sprayer here. And then you have a good amount of counter space with some pull-out drawers. Again, these are all soft close as well. Large Whirlpool microwave, that's the one that we have. And down below that, you have a dishwasher. So before we head out of the kitchen, I just want to show you, there is a little button in here, which is going to give you that extended counter space, which is really, really great. So you have a large countertop to begin with, but then you're going to have this as well. And simple. I don't want to push my arm too much.
It goes back in the same way.
We're not going to do that with the broken arm right now. And real quick, I like the backsplash. It's almost like a glassy looking type. I really like that. The tile backsplash.
The window's nice also.
Yes, large window. And then this is always good too. You see these on some models where you have this long thin drawer, which is great for spatulas and things like that. That's a good use of space for those. Then headed over to the fridge. You have a Whirlpool fridge. It's our favorite. If you haven't seen our refrigerator troubles,
that won't be broken in a year.
Whirlpool. Then you have a large pantry here, and these are the pushed ones.
I think we may have to go to Newmar to have that done to ours.
Yeah, that should be standard on all of them. It's because then you have bottles flying all over the place. Moving into your half bath here. Here you go. I love this type of sink. This kind of a crystal looking bowl sink. Large medicine cabinet here. Let me take that for you. Large area here, and then a smaller area there. So a lot of places to keep stuff, hashtag stuff. And then here is all your breakers, fuses.
Oh, look how nice that is.
Quite
Maybe
neat.
Newmar saw our other video.
Quite neat. And again, what I do like is the spare fuses and a little holder right there for you, right? You're not fishing for them in a bag, which is really great. And then one more quick thing, you have central vac right there. Nice privacy door. That's a long privacy door. Come on in. I'm loving the wallpaper, by the way. You like that?
Yeah, it's like that zebra.
Really, really nice looking. Okay, so you have 2 wardrobes, smaller wardrobes on each side of the TV. His and hers, his and his, hers and hers, whatever you want to say, with a nice array of drawers underneath. That's a large TV. So you have a king size bed. Each side has a small little nightstand area with a cabinet in there. You do have 2 110 outlets and 2 USBs there, and a lot of storage up top here as well. You do have a space in here too. If you do have a CPAP, you can keep it up here and the plug can come right through. You have a lot of nice storage space. There's more outlets in there if you do use a CPAP or some other device. And then this is just like ours, under the bed storage, so you can keep the extra chairs for the dinette there, and any other, if you have bags or anything else. We really use ours. We make good use of that. That comes in handy. So now coming into the master bath, you're going to have a Splendid washer and dryer here. Okay, and then you have a large shower with a fold down bench. I love this. I'm not even going to do this because doing things with one arm is just getting more difficult. This is not tile, just so you know. I would like to see tile there, but anyway, you have the shower miser. This is all nice. I like the whole shower. I just wish that
you have a lot of
that was a
height
little
also.
different. Yes, a lot of height, a lot of width. A lot of people say height. Who says height? Do you say height? No, I'm asking people. All right, flipping around here, you have double sinks with a lot of space here on the drawers and under the sink storage as well, and a lot of room in the medicine cabinets. Tons of space. Hopefully you don't need that many drugs, but you could keep other...
That's face product.
Yes, lotions and such. And then over here, you're going to have your nice big closet. You have a large safe, many shelves, and places to hang things. A lot of places to keep hashtag stuff. And it's well lit too. You have the 2 lights right above. And then you have the other side of that closet over here. So you access it from a couple different places. And then you have here porcelain toilet with your flush, not a pedal flush, with your egress door right behind, as Izzy mentioned before.
Why don't you jump out for the crowd?
No, and break the other.
Do a shoulder roll.
Maybe I'll backflip out.
So before we get to the MSRP, a couple other things I noticed. Put in the comments below. I think this is new for the Ventanas, this crown molding. It usually was just a wall up to the ceiling. That's really nice. Also, remember I told you when we were outside regarding the noise in here. All you can hear right now is the generator going.
Yep.
You cannot hear traffic.
Yep.
That is because of the build and the insulation. High quality.
Yep.
So let's get to the MSRP.
All right, so the MSRP is $581,885.
Now, of course, that's the MSRP. If you're looking to make a deal, we are RV1 in Albany, which is where we bought our motorhome back in 2019. Give TJ a call.
Yeah, TJ Hauser.
He is the manager here. Tell him you saw it on our channel and you want to make a deal. They have a lot of RVs here, both new and used.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments below. What do you think, guys? Compared to the Dutch Star, listen, the Dutch Star is a step up, but this is a really nice motorhome. It is significantly less expensive than the Dutch Star. And if you like more RV tours, we're going to put our playlist over here. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.